So glad to see everyone. Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Susie McCrae, and I'm a proud global founder for a company called ONPASSIVE, and I'm coming to you from Amherst, Massachusetts in the good old United States. So today is our Let's Bless Our Loved Ones guest webinar, where you have been invited by someone who wants you to see about a business called ONPASSIVE, and when you can have the possibility, or you do have the option today, to partner with the CEO and the rest of the founders across the globe. We're in over 200 countries. We're certified. We're legal. We are transparent. We're not here to pester, pressure, or try to convince you. We're here to tell you about something that is truly for you. It's going to bless your life. That's why you were invited today. So the way it's going to work today, we are recording this, and it is live on some YouTube channels. You're going to hear a presentation by Mike Ellis, and then afterwards, the rest of the panelists here will add our little insights into ONPASSIVE, and then we're going to wrap things up. Rest assured, I will be putting in the chat a way that you can get a copy of today's webinar in case you want to re-listen, or you say, am I crazy, or is that what they're saying? We're going to say, yes, listen again. It's a little crazy. It's going to blow your mind. So anyway, I'd like to introduce our presenter today. His name's Mike Ellis. He comes to us in the state of Colorado in the United States. And Mike has been part of ONPASSIVE for over 3 years. He's going to do a presentation today. And what we love about Mike's presentation is Mike is a straight shooter. Like I said, we're transparent. He has a lot of integrity. He understands the business and the concept of what this company is, what this business model is, what our CEO Ash Mufareh is doing for us with ONPASSIVE. So you're going to get a great presentation, and then afterwards we'll be back with Andy Burks from the United Kingdom and Dan Street from the US, and we'll wrap things up. So Mike, you do it great. We're going to sit back and enjoy your presentation today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thanks, Susie. Great introduction. Always happy when you give the introduction. You always make me look better than I am, which is I thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. That's what we're here for, Mike, right?
Yeah, I know.
We're here to represent ONPASSIVE and manage up with each other and put our best foot forward. And you do that every single day. We appreciate it.
Yeah, here to edify.
Yes.
Yeah. The new people that are here or that will be watching this video, you're here for one reason, and it's the same reason all of us came into ONPASSIVE. You're looking for a way to develop income online, develop residual income, and develop wealth online. That's really why we all come. That's what we're looking for. And if you've been online for any amount of time, and the group of us here, we've been online for quite a while. We've been in many different things. And we know that 97% of the people that come online and try and develop an income, they just fail for whatever reason it is. And there are a lot of them. But it really is stacked against you when you come online to try and develop wealth, build an income, build a residual income. And that was true up until about 3.5 years ago. And I'm going to be talking about ONPASSIVE. And before I get into what ONPASSIVE is going to be doing for you, which is why you're here, what can ONPASSIVE do for me to help me develop that wealth online? And everybody loves that term, develop wealth online. Believe me, they do. But I want to talk about the company before I get into what they are going to do for you, because it's really, really important as we look at any company that we know that they're going to have longevity, so that we have the time to develop that income, develop that residual income, and develop wealth. As we look at ONPASSIVE was developed by a very brilliant gentleman by the name of Ash Mufareh. And ONPASSIVE is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. They are a digital company. All their products online are digital. And as Ash came in, he knew that when he developed these products, they had to be the best of the best. And that's what he has done over the course of the last 3.5 years. The products of ONPASSIVE, which are many, there are dozens and dozens of products of ONPASSIVE. They are superior products, brand new technology, cutting edge at a lower price point. So what Ash has done, he's not only brought superior products to the marketplace, and we are almost there. We're almost ready to offer the products to the general public, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But Ash came to the market with the best products, superior products at a lower price point. That's so important when you're coming into the marketplace to know that what you have, it's just better than anything out there. Now, as we look at the products that Ash and his team have developed, and he has a team in Hyderabad of about 800 engineers, and what they've developed is wide and varied. You can start with a data center, which is a massive, massive market. You can go to a automated marketing platform that has all the products we use to market online. You can go to an HR product, a human resources product where companies can come in and manage their human resources department. You can come to O Academy, which is an educational platform, or you can look at a webinar platform. ONPASSIVE has all of these. Now, when I talk about these products, all of these products, and again, these are just a few of them. There are many, many more than these. All of these products are multi-billion-dollar niche products. They're just massive, massive products. But here's the difference between what Ash Mufareh has done and what other companies have tried to do, because no company has done what Ash is doing today. As we look at the philosophy of Ash Mufareh, and I'm going to get into it a little bit now and a little later, but as Ash came to developing and structuring ONPASSIVE, one of his major goals was, as he was looking at ONPASSIVE, was to be able to bring tremendous value to the market, to the customer base that we have. And our customer base is about over 5 billion people. Those are the number of people that are online today. But he wanted to bring such value to the market with very little regard to revenue coming in, so that when people looked at ONPASSIVE, they would only have to look at it once and they would go, whoa, I have to be in. I have to use that product because it's superior, lower price point. No other company that I know of in the history of the world has developed a company the way Ash Mufareh has done it. Not thinking about revenue, but thinking about actually bringing tremendous value to the customer base. And Ash has done that. By the way, ONPASSIVE today is a reality. Susie talked earlier about the founding position, which I'll talk about. It's coming to a close. So ONPASSIVE today is a reality. We are in the process of launching the products to the global market. So as we look at the products of ONPASSIVE, what Ash has done, bringing real value to customers, as we do go into the product launch to the world, people are going to flock in. And I want to talk about volume just very, very quickly. And again, this shows the longevity that ONPASSIVE is going to have. Really, really important as you're looking at a company. If we look at one product, that's the webinar product. Right now, we are on a webinar platform. It is Zoom. And Zoom is very antiquated technology, very outdated. When we look at OConnect, which is ONPASSIVE's webinar platform, you'll get very, very excited what's going to be happening as we offer this to the public. As we look at Zoom, they did about $2.3 billion in revenue last year. Now we know as ONPASSIVE comes on and offers their webinar platform, OConnect, to the general public, that we're going to take a large chunk of that revenue. Is it going to be 50? Is it going to be 70? Is it going to be 95%? We have technicians that are founding members in ONPASSIVE. They're participating with ONPASSIVE. They believe the first year we'll take 95% of that market away from Zoom. Now, in the back of your mind, think about $2.3 billion coming into ONPASSIVE, and you and I, as people participating with ONPASSIVE, get to share in that revenue. That's one product, guys. There are so many other products, and the amount of revenue that ONPASSIVE is going to generate their first year, it's going to be remarkable. And what does that do for you? Number one, you're going to have that longevity. You're going to have decades and decades to build the ONPASSIVE business. And number two, the amount of revenue that's going to be coming in will give you the ability, the opportunity to not only build an income, but build residual income and build wealth online. Now, the question that most people have from here is, well, am I going to have to do that all by myself? And this really is the genius behind ONPASSIVE, as Ash structured ONPASSIVE for those individuals, those individuals that are going to participate with ONPASSIVE. Here's what ONPASSIVE is going to do for each and every one of us that participate with ONPASSIVE. And although the corporate side of ONPASSIVE is very, very complicated, and we are massive, we are already a multi-unicorn company. A unicorn company is a company that has a value of $1 billion. We're well past that. But as we look at what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you and I, how is this going to work for you? Here's what ONPASSIVE is going to do. ONPASSIVE is going to come in and they're going to build a marketing sales platform for each and every one of us. And they're going to use the IT tools that they've developed to build that platform for each and every one of us. Then they're going to hook it up to AI. Again, AI is one of the tools of ONPASSIVE. They're going to hook it up to AI. All of a sudden, you have a business, get this, that is 100% automated. It's what we're all looking for. We're looking for something that's 100% automated, and we just watch the revenue flow in. All we have to do is count it. That's a really, really good place to be. Ash Mufareh has done that. Does it stop there? No, it does not. Again, they're going to reach into their bag of IT tools, and they're going to pull out traffic. All traffic is getting good qualified eyes in front of the products of ONPASSIVE, having them come in, love what they're seeing, and buy. ONPASSIVE is going to hook our sales funnel up to traffic, and they're going to drive traffic for us. And as they bring in customers, they are going to manage everything. Again, 100% automated. So as they bring in customers, they're going to manage the customer. As the customer is looking at the products, they're going to manage that. As the customer buys the products, they're going to manage that. As the customer is using the products, they're going to manage that. How cool is that? To be able to come into a company, not only have 100% automation, but ONPASSIVE is going to drive the traffic for us and get those good qualified eyes in front of our sales funnel. And as customers come in and buy the product, we get paid. And we get paid a lot like a commission salesperson. If you're a commission salesperson, you make 10%, you make a $100 sale, you make $10. That's what happens with ONPASSIVE. The only difference with ONPASSIVE is doing everything in between, and the commissions are coming to us. Really, really some cool thing. This is revolutionary. This has never been done online before. This has never been done in business before. I don't think it will ever be done in business before. This is what Ash Mufareh is going to do for each and every one of us. Keep it very, very simple. Now, as you come into ONPASSIVE, yes, there are some fees, but the fees that you pay, you will go out of pocket once. You'll pay the fees once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again. Okay. The next one, again, is something everybody loves. ONPASSIVE will guarantee your success. They are going to force you to be successful. What does that mean? They're going to force you to make money. I have not heard an argument against that ever. Everybody absolutely loves that. And then when you add the product, the customer, and then the volume of ONPASSIVE together, just those 5 concepts alone, once you understand that, you're going to understand the magnitude of ONPASSIVE, what they're going to be doing for you, and how they're going to give you a way forward to find financial freedom and get to that place where you don't worry about finances. Plain and simple, this is what ONPASSIVE is going to do for all of us. It's not hard to understand. And if you don't quite get it, relook at the video as it comes out, listen to what I'm saying. It's simple. Ash has kept it very, very simple for us, even though the corporate side is very, very complicated. So as we look at ONPASSIVE, how do we come in and participate with ONPASSIVE? Susie mentioned it earlier. We have a position today. It is a founding position. It is an early bird position. And what this position does for you, as you come in and pay $97, it ties you into the company and it ties you into the pay structure of ONPASSIVE. Really, really important. But even more important than that, Ash considers the founding members of ONPASSIVE partners. We are in this with him. He cares about this more than you can know. And that's because he's structured it the way he has, and he guarantees that you will be successful. So as we look at the founding position, there are a lot of benefits to the founding position, and you can learn those as you come in. One is traffic. The 2 that I love is being locked into the company, locked into the pay structure. That's absolutely phenomenal. But there's even more than that. Some of the things that Ash is going to be rolling out for the founding position, we don't even know about yet, but it's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, Susie said earlier that this coming Wednesday, which is the 1st of June, Ash is coming on one of our webinars, and he's going to tell us when the founding position will end. Okay. Now, when the founding position ends, you will never be able to get into ONPASSIVE as a founder, period. Not even if you offer Ash $1 million, will he let you in. That position will be closed out, and the individuals in ONPASSIVE that are founders, it is a very special place to be. There will come a time, as ONPASSIVE progresses in time, that you will get to that point where you will not worry about finances, period. And again, it's because of the way Ash structured ONPASSIVE. So as we go into the product launch, because we're already in the global launch right now, guys. Ash is marketing all over the world right now. The only thing left to do is to actually release the products to the general public. Now, when that happens, how do we come into ONPASSIVE and participate? As we come into ONPASSIVE, we all have to pay a subscription fee. And that prescription fee, and this is just speculation on my part, because Ash has not shared us what it's going to be, but we believe it's going to be between $200 and $300. That's a subscription fee. And we believe there'll be several packages that we can choose from. And one package might start at $100, the next one $250, whatever it is. But it's going to be very, very reasonable. And when we come in and pay that subscription fee, we get all the products of ONPASSIVE. Now, understand, there are over 50 products of ONPASSIVE. And as a founding member, as additional products come out, we also get those products. We don't have to pay anything additional. They go right into our back office and we get those products. So we come in and we become customers first of ONPASSIVE, okay? And then once that happens, we go into our back office, we click a button, we become independent resellers of IT products. Now, I know when I say that, it kind of freaks people out. Independent resellers of the IT products. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to sell, you don't have to share, you don't have to do anything, but you need that title in order for ONPASSIVE to pay us. If we don't get the title of independent reseller of the IT product, because of the regulations around the world, ONPASSIVE can't pay us. ONPASSIVE, again, 100% automated. Let's back up to the subscription fee. When we come in and pay that subscription fee, we get all the tools, and this is what ONPASSIVE is going to do with these tools. They're going to make the marketing sales platform. They're going to hook it up to AI. They're going to start driving traffic through it. They're going to manage everything. And as people start to come in and land in your organization, you're going to get paid. It is as simple as that. But we have to go through that diatribe that I just went through in order to get to independent resell the IT product. But you have to come in, you have to pay the subscription fee, you have to get all the products of ONPASSIVE, and then ONPASSIVE goes to workforce. Well, that's where we want to be. We want to be in a place, excuse me, where ONPASSIVE can go to work for us. So this is very, very simple. This is not complicated. That is the process. The founder's fee, it is a one-time fee. The subscription fee, it is a one-time fee. You'll pay it once, you'll never have to go out of pocket again. The preceding months with the prescription fee, because that is a monthly fee, but the preceding months with that will be paid from the proceeds coming out of ONPASSIVE. Simple, 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 simple. You pay once, ONPASSIVE takes care of it after that because of the sheer volume that's going to be coming into ONPASSIVE. Let's talk about product, customer, and volume just very, very quickly. And I want to talk about 4 products. Again, this will give you an idea of the sheer volume that's going to be coming in and just how powerful what Ash Mufareh and his team have done is for you and I. If I take 4 products of ONPASSIVE, OConnect, which is the webinar platform, OStaff, which is the HR platform, OAcademy, which is the educational platform, and OTracker, which is the traffic that people can come in and buy to run through their business. If we take those 4 niches, just those 4 niches, again, there are over 50 products in ONPASSIVE, guys. It is massive. But if we look at those 4 products alone, the revenue that they generate annually is $4.83 billion a year, okay? Now, we know that the products of ONPASSIVE are superior at a lower price point, much lower. And if we think about those 4 niches, how much of that market are we going to take the first year? Well, if we take 10%, 15, 20, 25% of that, it is a massive amount of money. And when you look at the type of revenue that's going to be coming in with just 4 products, believe me, we could make a business out of these 4 products alone and never look back. But Ashmufara didn't start there, didn't stop there. There are so many products in multi-million-dollar niches that ONPASSIVE is going to be releasing to the world over the next few months. It's going to be amazing to see all of this wealth rolling into ONPASSIVE. Why is that important to you? Let me talk about Ashmufara one more time. Ashmufara has a heart to serve. And very early on, Ashmufara told all of us that as we do the global launch and we release the products to the general public and the revenue starts coming in, he wants to share the majority of the revenue with you and I, those individuals that are founders and independent resellers, the IT product. He doesn't want to share a little bit of the profits. He wants to share the majority of the profits. And as we look at the majority of the profits, it's not 15, 20, 30%. It's 52, 55, 60, 65% of the profit. And when you have hundreds of millions of dollars coming into ONPASSIVE monthly, that's not annually, that's monthly. And Ashmufara is going to share the majority of that with the founding members of ONPASSIVE. Are you in a unique position to take care of that income, residual income, and building wealth online? Product side. Many of the customers that are going to be coming into ONPASSIVE are using similar products, not nearly as good as ONPASSIVE products right now, and they pay a monthly fee. They're going to come in, love the products of ONPASSIVE, use the products of ONPASSIVE, and they have no problem paying a monthly fee. Why is that important? That's what makes our income residual. And when you have a residual income, that's when you can start building wealth online. And over time, whether it takes you, some people it'll take a month, 6 months, a year, year and a half, 2 years, 3 years to get to that place where they don't worry about finances. If you are guaranteed that in that time frame, you'll get to that place where money just doesn't matter anymore, would you take a really, really serious look at it? This is ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE was made for you and I, those individuals that perhaps you were online for a while and just couldn't get it done, just couldn't make it work. And that's because the playing field is against you. They don't want you to win. ONPASSIVE, when you come in, we want you to win. We want you to be, rather than 97% of the people that don't win, 90% of the people that will win. This is what Ashmufara is doing. When you look at ONPASSIVE, again, we are a unicorn company, multi-billion-dollar company. There are no qualifications as to what you can make, and there never will be any qualifications added to that. There is no limit on the amount of money you can make. I absolutely love that, because as you start to build residual income, the first day you start making money, that will be the lowest amount you'll ever make, because it will continue to grow day after day, week after week, and month after month. So as you look at ONPASSIVE, we're in over 200 countries today. We are closing the founding position, I believe, in the next very, very quickly. Ash should come on Wednesday and say it's closed. So if you're looking at ONPASSIVE, you see the vision, you understand what Ash is doing, you understand what we're talking about. Don't wait. Come on in, pay the $97, lock your position in the company, and become a founding member. Do not wait very long, because this opportunity, it's going to be gone. And again, whether you offer Ash $1 million to become a founder, is not going to happen. Once the founding position is done, it's done forever. And then hang on, because once he closes the founding position, and I'll say this and then I'll turn it back over to Susie. Understand, when he shuts down the founding position, the founding members won't have anything to do. Okay. Now, I know Ashmufara. He's not going to leave us out there just standing with nothing to do. There's going to be things we can do, and that's got to tell you something about when we're launching the products to the world. Okay. It's not going to be very long. So come on in, become a founder, lock your position in, lock your position in the pay structure. And from there, just get ready because your life is going to change. Susie, back to you.
Bingo. Our lives are about ready to change. As a matter of fact, I think all us founders know our lives have changed the day we decided to be founders and be part of this community. Great presentation, Mike. Good to see you. I don't know about all of you watching this, but if you didn't even just catch a whisker of what Mike is saying, you're going to be getting back to that person who invited you, because that's the cool thing about ONPASSIVE. It's by invitation. You got to get back to the person who invited you. They will get you their registration link. They will help you. You get locked in. You're going to get access to the back office. You'll be signing a non-disclosure agreement. You're going to have access to the CEO and all the founders around the globe. Like Mike said, we're not just here as founders, we're here as partners with a CEO who is doing things different than anybody else has ever done on the face of the earth, business-wise. It's a business model that is revolutionary. And a lot of people don't really understand it because it's never happened before. You know, most businesses are in for the owner and making a profit and them doing well. Well, he has turned that upside down. And the reason why Ash Mufareh has done that is he truly believes that no matter who you are, if you have a heart and a brain and they're connected, you should be a founder of ONPASSIVE. Once the commissions start coming in, we are all planning to take care of our business at home, our financial situation, and then we as a team of founders are going to give back to humanity, to our communities in ways that are so fulfilling to all of us to truly change this whole globe in a positive way. Because it can't be just done by one person. That's why Ash has called us in to be founders with him. So wonderful presentation. Appreciate that so much, Mike. Love hearing you. Like I said, you can get a copy of this. It's in the chat. Send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com and Marty will send you a link to today's presentation. Also, go into onpassive.com. That's the website. Go take a look around, look at some of the products, the frequently asked questions. You'll get a lot of knowledge in that. So we have a few people here today. We're going to start off with some our panelists. Andy Burks, who comes to us from the UK. Andy has been part of ONPASSIVE for quite some time. We have him on this webinar. He will let you know that he's not a techie guy, but he is a numbers guy. And we always laugh about it because Andy has a good concept of the numbers with ONPASSIVE, and he always makes me smile and makes my head spin. So Andy, if you wouldn't mind sharing a few of your thoughts, that would be great.
Certainly. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Michael. As Susie said, I'm not technically minded in the slightest, and I love the simplicity of this business. I love the fact that I don't have to understand how the products work. It's like electricity. I know that if I turn a switch on, the light comes on, but I don't have to understand how electricity works. I love the fact that they're going to register me a domain name, build me a website, drive specific targeted traffic to the website, close the sale, and then pay me for every customer that comes on board, and then deal with all the customer support. And I can build a business without having to know all of the various components that are required. But I like the numbers, as Susie said. So I'm going to give you an example, and this is purely an example. It's not what ONPASSIVE is likely to do. It's just purely an example of the power of compounding. Now, I'm going to assume for this purpose of this example that we're going to get our 3 customers very quickly, probably in the first 2 weeks. And then it's going to take 3 months to provide us with a further 3 customers and those customers with 3 further customers. So it'll go, you plus your 3 is 4, times 3 is 12, plus your 4 is 16, 16 times 3, 48, 48, plus your 16, 64, 64 times 392 plus your 64, 256 customers. And that means that if you did absolutely nothing, ONPASSIVE will create customers for you. And in this example, you'd get 256 at the end of the first year. But we don't like recruiting here, and I'm not very good at that either, I'm afraid. There are other things I am good at, but technical stuff and recruiting is not two of them. So if you simply shared this opportunity with 9 others that actually see or saw what we've seen, and the positivity that goes around with this business, as well as the phenomenal products that have been created, then you can multiply those numbers by 10. So in other words, you'd have 2,560 customers, using the same example, at the end of the first year instead of 256. Now, every customer is creating an income for you. So would you want 256 or 2,560? It's very simple and straightforward. It's the power of compounding. So let me give you another example. In the UK, the average pension that people have saved over 30 years is a pot of £68,971. Not an awful lot. And that produces an income of roughly £3,000 a year, plus your old age pension. And again, the average old age pension is just over 7,000. So the income per month is £846 from a pension. Now, I don't know about you, I'm not going to use the same phrases as I did last time, but I could spend that very easily on having fun, right? So what I'm saying here is, if you've introduced 9 others and you let then ONPASSIVE go to work, and if, and I'm being extremely conservative here, but if each of those were worth $1, you've got 2,560 at the end, paid every month at the end of the first year. That's almost twice a UK pension. So encourage all of your loved ones to take a closer look at this and do what we have done, see the vision, see the phenomenal products that go along with this vision, and become part of it. Hope that helps, Susie.
Well, that certainly does help, Andy. Thank you so much. I always love when you go through the numbers, and you are conservative, but that's okay, because we appreciate you kind of showing that compounding effect. But what the great part about this is, if you're listening to this and you're like, customers, building an organization, a team, oh my God, I don't want, what do I have to do with that? You don't have to do anything. That's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. Mike explained that. Ash has built this so that ONPASSIVE does the heavy lifting for us. They are going to go out there. They're bringing customers in. They're managing it all. They're servicing the customers. And the reason why customers are going to flock in and not leave is because of the value that they are going to receive from being part of ONPASSIVE. Value in a few different ways. Value in the superiority of the products and the price point, and how simple the products are going to be for people to use. Our CEO and his staff have put themselves in the seat of the user, how to make things more simple for people to be able to be in the technical world, whether it's business-wise or whether it's personal. The other thing they have done with the products is ONPASSIVE will be single sign-on, which I absolutely love. And just quickly, what does that mean? That means you sign on and everything is there. You are not hopping from one application to another platform to a different software, and those don't talk to each other while you're trying to do personal stuff or whether you are a business. So what does that do? That saves time. Ash, our CEO, talked to us in detail about how that single sign-on and the products are going to save everyone time. He wants to save everyone at least 2 hours a day. Can you imagine what everyone can do with an extra 2 hours a day that's not tied up in a frustrating software or systems, and to have products that are artificial intelligence and machine learning that are doing repetitive tasks for us in the background. How great is that, to be able to have a little bit more time so you can be creative, you can do other things, you can do more important things. This is just the tip of the iceberg, what we're talking about. You jump on board as a founder, you come into the back office, you start listening to all of the webinars. And like Marty says, you're not going to need sunglasses. You're going to need a miner's helmet with a shield because it's so bright and unbelievable. We don't like to sit here and hype things up or, get overly excited, but we can't contain ourselves anymore. This is truly the real deal. Value and a business model you've never ever seen, and products you'll never ever see again. So with that, we're going to wrap things up with our last panelist. Save the best for last. Sorry, fellas. No, I don't have any favorites. We have Dan Street here. Dan is also in Colorado in the United States, and Dan has been involved with ONPASSIVE for 3+ years. He knows ONPASSIVE inside and out, and he always provides a nice little angle to how he looks at ONPASSIVE. So Dan, if you could share with us, and then we'll wrap things up.
Well, thanks, Susie and Andy and Mike. Mike, you did a great job, and Mike always does a great job in giving just a very good overview of how life-changing ONPASSIVE will be for us who participate as founders. And he stressed not only how privileged we are to be founding members, but how critical it is that you make a decision before this position is retired forever. So it's been fun at being a founder to meet people from all over the world. Mike talked about we're in over 200 countries. And over the past 3 years that we've been involved with this, we've met people from all over the world, all different cultures, all different backgrounds. My background is that I've had a career selling medical devices to orthopedic surgeons and spending the majority of my life in the operating room. So I spent years dreaming of ways to gain my time freedom, eliminate stress, and look at ways that I could build wealth online. I mean, a lot of you out there, a lot of you new people out there have probably gone through quite a few different opportunities and hoping and looking for ways that you can build wealth online. Now, ONPASSIVE was introduced to me about 3 years ago. And honestly, I get more excited about the potential of this company every day. And more so recently, because we are receiving updates about the amazing progress of this company faster, really, than our minds can absorb it. Our founder, Ash Mufareh, is moving quick. So in other words, we're moving fast. We're not looking back. And for those of you who get it and understand what Mike was talking about today, what he presented today, you really should jump on board. As Mike was mentioning, Ash, we're ONPASSIVE is in over 200 countries, and we have over 1.3 million founding members. And that's a massive amount of believers in the vision of Ash Mufareh. And the cool part is that we are launching to the world right now. So a couple more key takeaways from what Mike was talking about is that you have to understand that this is a real company with real products and real people. And these products are proprietary. They're built from scratch and AI induced. They're superior and have a price point and a value better than anything you will find out there. So the bottom line is we're going to disrupt a lot of major companies that a lot of you are familiar with. And we are going to disrupt them very, very soon. So ONPASSIVE, another thing is that you've got to take a look at and understand is that ONPASSIVE is going to be driving targeted traffic to your site to increase your customer base. And that adds revenue to your business so that you can earn commissions over and over again. So whether you choose to be active and that means sharing this business with all your friends and family, or whether you choose to be passive and just let OnPassive build the business for you, you will be successful with OnPassive. So the value of the products are so superior that once the company generates customers for you, that value is so good that those customers, as Susie was saying, will never leave. They will never leave your business. So you're dealing with, you have an AI-induced software, as Andy was saying, that follows up on your visitors, that answers their questions, it closes a sale, and it does this through an automated process that's done for you. So my final thought of the day would be, this is an affordable way, a very affordable way for you to achieve generational wealth for you and your family. And this webinar, what Mike was talking about today in that presentation, it's about you. And we're introducing a new way and a much better way of looking at resources and products that you're already using right now. And it's all yours through this amazing company called ONPASSIVE. So you have an opportunity to be a founding member before this position closes forever. Get back with that person that invited you to this and join us. Back to you, Susie.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Susie.
Mike. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Let me just answer a couple of quick. We had two questions, and let me answer them just very, very quickly. The subscription fee, when do we pay that? We pay it. When does this subscription fee be paid? Before or after the launch? It gets paid at the launch. So as we launch to the world, we're going to have to pay that subscription fee. Very, very simple. The other one is OBless. OBless will come out, will be available after the launch of OnPassive, and OBless can collect money from the general public, not just founders, but from everybody. So OBless it's a really, really big deal. We won't get into it today, but OBless, yeah, you can take money from anybody for a worthy cause. That's it, Susie. Go ahead.
Yes, wonderful. You see, our CEO is brilliant. He created a product called OBless, which is a crowdfunding or fundraising software that doesn't charge any fees. So as founding members, as the commissions come in, and like I said, we fill our tank, and then it's time for us to give back. There will be ways for us so easily to give back through the OBless product. I mean, that's just genius. So I'm going to wrap things up, and I'm just going to say one thing. You look in the back of Mike and of Andy, you know, of course, Dan and I says the ultimate ride of a lifetime, which these guys will agree this has been, and it's continuing. And they're saying soaring to the very top. Well, we are not just soaring, we are at the top. The thing about this company, which has been in process for about 4 years now, is that this isn't something that was started in the basement of Ash's mother's house or in a garage or just an idea. And let's see how it goes. Let's just throw it out there and see how it goes. Ash is very, very brilliant. What he has done is he has created this where we will start at the top, where we should be, where OnPassive is and will be, to ensure that we will all be successful right out the gate. He's doing it the right way. He's not just throwing it out there to see, let's see what happens. He's dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So once again, if you want a copy of today's webinar, I put it in the chat. Send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com. And I also visit onpassive.com. Go take a look around. Okay, you'll be glad you did. But more importantly, the only way for you to become a founding member is to get back to the person who invited you. They will get you their registration link. They'll get you set up. You come take a look in our back office. You're going to start getting more and more and more excited the more you learn about OnPassive. We, like I said, have only given you just a little bit about what it entails, just enough so that we know you're going to make the decision to jump on board. Tomorrow, the announcement will be when the founding membership will close, and you can never become a founder after that. It is done. That's the end of it. Like I said, we don't say this to pester you, pressure you, or try to convince you. We are transparent. We are here on our own time, hopefully adding value back to you so that you can make the proper decision and jump on board. Because you know what? We want founders who have a brain and a heart that's connected. That's very important, and that you catch a glimpse of what this company is going to do, not just for you, but for the whole globe. We encourage you to jump on board. So thanks again. Great presentation, Mike. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Dan, for your input. Thank you to everyone who watched today. And we will see you at the very, very top where your ears are going to pop. Have a great day, everybody.